You just gotta keep living, man. LIVIN.
Ah, yeah, look happy.
What up, what up?
Wagwan Mayo.
Happy Veterans Day, veteran.
I appreciate it, man.
You veteran.
I'll tell you what, man. That like we were talking about earlier. It's one of those days, man. It reminds military personnel who actually went overseas, and experienced um suffering or fighting for their country in a way, in any way, and letting them know like you appreciate it in some way because you live
It feels
that
good,
life.
right?
You live that life.
If
You don't have to
does
deal
it
with that
make your
shit.
day when they're like,
No.
bro? No, but it's got to feel good when someone's just like, bro, you did that shit? That's awesome, bro.
Well,
Like,
that's the thing. That's the thing is that most people don't consider it to be awesome anymore. Like woke motherfuckers will talk shit to veterans and
oh, we're
literally,
back to like the fucking Vietnam shit?
oh no, not necessarily
quite
like
like
that.
that.
That's extreme. But no, like in a sense, they're just like they don't believe in the military to the point
Yeah.
where they'll talk shit to people.
You're taking a
that
lot of their
actually-
budget and getting none of it,
Oh,
by
yeah,
the
yeah,
way.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I've watched the documentaries where Humvees are piles of shit. My customer had one the other day, and I was like, "Can I see the inside of that shit?" What a pile of shit, dude! What a terrifying pile of shit death trap
It's
to
just
drive.
metal.
It is terrifying
just metal.
looking to drive. Like, I wouldn't want to fucking drive that thing.
It's just metal.
And like the
Shrapnel
driver's seat,
everywhere.
you're like, why? How much you pay for this? And he's like, it was a lot. And I'm just like, well, you're a fucking idiot. I mean,
Those are, like,
yes,
the cheapest things in the military.
is it bulletproof?
No.
Well, no, not bulletproof. I mean, like for the passengers. I mean, like, is the engine, metaphorically bulletproof? Because I feel like you can work on those real easy.
Those
You'll get it
things are
running.
cheap as fuck.
It'll run like shit for 20 years.
Just the way you turn on a Humvee is sketchy. So like you just imagine it's
How do you
fucking,
turn on a Humvee?
It's like a bunch of switches and shit. Like
oh, it's like a NASCAR.
oh yeah, it's a bunch. Not even switch. It's like knobs, bro. Like you gotta
Yeah.
turn the AC on and fucking like
Yeah.
open vents.
You gotta prime up the
It's
fucking.
a spaceship. It's like the
That's-
cheapest spaceship I've ever seen.
Oh, that's a shit spaceship. Because I mean, dude, I'm sorry. Like I've ridden in one, and this was a smooth road, and it felt like shit. I mean, mostly because the seats are like terrible, but like, I mean, you feel everything in that thing. It's not a comfy fucking ride. It'll get over it, but like, it has no regard for anyone inside of it.
That's like Walmart lawn seat cushions is
Yeah.
like the fucking
You like time
seat.
in.
Yeah, you
get
tie
some
them
nice-
into the fucking metal. Like it's
You
crazy.
get some stripes on 4th of July. And
Hilarious. Driving Humvees, bro, they're heavy as shit. They're fucking slow as fuck.
yeah.
And I mean, the funniest part about it is that it has an air conditioning system in it, and all it does is push out hot air.
Oh, it just takes it takes air from the engine bay and pushes it at you. Dude, so remember
Can't open windows.
do you remember my white truck? So there's a thing that happens on Chevy trucks. It's a lot of Chevy trucks. So it happens to other cars too, but Chevy trucks, definitely the 1500 Chevy trucks, like Silverado, the GMC, fucking Sierra, Chevy Avalanche, which is what I had. Fucking anything on the 1500 platform, Suburbans, Tahoes, all that shit. Same motor, same frame. And dude, so there's a thing called a blendor in an AC, and it controls whether it's hot or cold air. So the blend of whatever air, like when you spin that dial that mixes cold and hot, it adjusts accordingly. Sometimes the actuators fucking break, and most of the time so if you need to fix your car, you have it. Go look up your fucking make and model and find where the forums are for that car. You will find everything you need to know. And every forum I went to was like, my driver's side is blowing fucking fire in my face, and how do I fix it? And it's all a blend door actuator. I was so lucky. Passenger side blend door broke. So I'm driving with this dude one day, and I already know this is a problem. My right side, I'd never use the AC. My fucking windows were always down, but it still is on. The heat's still fucking on because it thinks it's supposed to have the heat on because the actuator's all the way that side. So the passenger side of the car with no AC on blows fire still because it's just taking it as fast as you're going. It's as fast as the AC blows, and it's just hot as fuck. And I had this dude Javier in my passenger seat driving out of the airport to do work, and I'm driving. He goes, "What the fuck, calor, man?"
In Spanish.
He's a Cuban guy, and he fucking
Funny.
lost his shit. And I was like, "I know, I'm sorry,
This Florida
dude."
heat. This Florida heat can't be pressed on me like that.
Dude.
No, that's funny.
He was fucking dying because I forgot. Like I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. I never have to deal with it because I'm the one fucking in like 10,000 that it wasn't the driver's side." And I never got it fixed, but what happened one day is my battery fucking died. And my girlfriend at the time, Carrie, was hopping in the car, and I was like, "Fuck!" We jumped it and everything apparently reset, dude. I always had everything set to cold. All of a sudden, passenger seat blowing cold air, like blowing cold air, and I'm like, "Oh
Shouty.
shit! It fucking moved over." Yes.
You had one of those Transformers cars.
Yeah, well, dude, do you understand the job of switching one of those fucking actuators, the blend door? It's like take the whole dash off, rip the entire fucking thing up to the firewall, get upside down so you can change that. Good fucking luck.
I'm good.
You better have small hands. Like you need
I'm
a
good.
9-year-old to fucking do that shit for you. Probably Chinese.
Those vehicles, bro, suck. But yeah, no.
They're great
Humvees.
vehicles, but also
Shit.
Humvee is dog shit. They look cool as fuck sitting in a driveway, but that's all you get out of them. Every time you drive to McDonald's, you're like, I spilled all of your drinks on the way back because this thing rides like shit. They gave me the 4-cup coaster, and I spilled everything.
No, when I was in Afghanistan, I don't think I saw one Humvee. They had like those fucking huge trucks and like white vans and shit, but
Oh, yeah. Well,
they had like 12 passenger vans. That's how I learned how to drive stick in
It was
Afghanistan.
like old Dodge vans or
Dude,
something.
it was huge, bro. I remember I rammed that shit into a T-wall, dude. It was hilarious.
Fuck
I had
yeah.
like fucking 6 soldiers in the back seat with me, like all people I work with. And we were going, I was dropping them off at work, and I had been one of the only few people there that knew how to drive stick because I was trying to learn. I didn't want to have to fucking like walk back home every fucking
You're the
day.
most manly guy in that car at that point.
Well, that's the thing. Is like in the States, I never had to drive stick. Every fucking car I ever fucking got in was fucking
but you know how to drive
automatic.
stick.
But now I know because when I was out there, I had Sergeant Martinez, one of my homeboys. He was like, "Yeah, I'll teach you, bro. It's simple." And then one of my other friends, Vang, he was just a fucking crazy ass fucking Hmong kid. Hilarious, bro. He would never show up to work on time, bro. He would get fucking like.
We're going to send me back from Afghanistan? I'm already in the worst fucking place.
How the fuck you gonna not show up to work in Afghanistan, bro? Like people are banging on your door to wake up, and you're not waking up. That shit's crazy. He slept through his alarms and shit. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, like I'm learning how to drive from this kid and Sergeant Martinez, and the funny thing about those roads out there in Afghanistan is that we're on a fob where it's just gravel roads, just fucking rocks, bro. Like huge rocks, fucking. And these roads
It's a
are like,
shithole out there. I mean,
these roads are just paved and not paved, but like just they worked on them enough just to make it look like you can ride on that shit.
You know where the trail is. It's like a trail in the woods.
And for some reason, there were parts of this fucking like this trail that had like huge like dips in them. So like there were days where we would just be riding by and it just doom doom doom.
That would scare the fuck out of me.
Like, holy shit!
Was this
dude.
like in a barrier of some point? Because wasn't there like IED kind of shit?
No, we
Like-
had huge shit. Like on the fob itself. It's funny because this is one of the more famous ones in Afghanistan. RC East is what it's called. The fob itself is called Fob Shank. But when we got there, these
it's an FOB.
assholes-
It's a base.
yeah, it's one because when you think about Afghanistan and like the main fobs that like have a lot of military personnel in that sense, it's like BAF. It's called Bagram. That comes out in movies all the time. Like I think
Bagram. Yeah, I think one of the Call of Duty fucking maps is called Bagram Hotel or some shit.
yeah, it's like that's what I'm saying. They have a lot of references to that fob, but the one we were at, it's crazy. Oh yeah, the one I was at, it was crazy. It was called Fob Shank, and these fucking like sergeants had the audacity when we got there off the plane to like with a bullhorn. They're just like announcing like, yo, these are the crazy shits that you're gonna have to deal with here, blah blah blah. And then just so you know, the nickname for this fob is called Rocket City.
Dope.
That's what they called it. And I'm just
Fuck
like,
yeah.
oh, I can only imagine why. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh shit! Yeah, you're in the military. But sorry, I was thinking like cartoon shit.
Yeah, no,
yeah. That's
Rocket
not a
City.
good name because
not.
now you're like incoming or outgoing.
That's the crazy. So yeah, when it comes to like Veterans Day, yeah, you gotta understand like there's a lot of factors that go around like knowing military personnel and their experiences to the point where when they come and live in the civilian world, and like it could be something simple. I mean, not something so far that it would trigger you to do like weird shit or act
Something
out
loud
out.
outside.
It could be the
Some shit
fucking
like that.
that remember that old iPhone ringtone that was like
The Amber Alert.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
I got one
that
of those the other day. Bro.
That was the
I'm not
fob.
driving to Miami to save this child. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was. I can't do it. I'm not fucking Batman. I'm not gonna
Sorry,
investigate this shit.
did Madeline?
I'm not gonna become a suspect.
Exactly.
So I'm like,
I'm looking forward to.
I'm listening. I'm I'm listening to this shit, right? And I'm like, okay, this is the same alarm that they used on the fob when we had incoming rocket attacks.
Yeah.
That loud burr, burr,
Oh,
incoming.
fuck
incoming.
that, dude.
So imagine I come back
Why
to the
hasn't
States.
anyone said that ever before? That's the fucking alarm you get? That's the same fucking thing?
So these motherfuckers
If that's
would
the
try
same
that
fucking
shit.
thing,
Mhm.
why there are all of these organizations that why has no one fucking said that?
I don't know why they use
Are
that.
you
one
fucking
specifically.
shitting me?
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. But when you think about it, like there's even more fucked up ways. Like just imagine I'm coming back from the deployment or whatever, and I'm in the barracks for like maybe 2-3 months, and people know we came home, right?
Yeah.
So it's not even me that's getting fucked with, but I'm walking back to my room, and I hear this alarm go off in one of the rooms. Like I just hear it, like loud as fuck. Like somebody played it on the Bluetooth
You're like,
speaker.
oh, shit's going on, bro.
And then I hear laughing. And I'm like, oh shit, somebody just played that to wake somebody up or fuck with them.
yeah.
And I'm like, that is so dirty.
Yeah,
and
it's
they're
gonna
in
fuck
the
'em
military.
up, bro.
These are people that are in the military fucking with other military personnel.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're all fucked up from
Yeah,
it because
yeah.
if they heard it, they do the same shit.
Yeah,
and
they're
freak
just
out.
fucked up in the
I
head
feel
when
like-
it comes to that shit.
I mean, like, you haven't been over there in years now, and I feel like if you hear that sound, it's still startling if you're, like, sleeping or something.
of course, because
It's got to be fucking.
It's
I
one
mean,
of
it's
those things
startling
you
to
don't
me
expect.
because I'm like, the fuck? But I know exactly what it is. It's the only. It's like, is there a hurricane? There's never tornadoes. It's usually there's a fucking child kidnapped. But you know, we live pretty close to Miami, so here we go. But you know,
No,
40
just-
miles, dude. I'm not gonna go save her. Sorry.
just imagine you're just like at the bowling alley or you're fucking playing pool, and you hear somebody at the bar with that alarm. It's just crazy for like a veteran to
Wait,
hear
is it
that
the
shit.
Amber Alert alarm? Is it a different alarm?
It's literally the one that sounds like some nuclear shit's about to go down.
Like the. Brr, brr,
It's like
okay, no,
yeah.
I
It's
thought
one of
the
those crazy
Amber
ass
Alert
fucking.
alarm was the fucking one you're talking about. Okay, hold on, I can do
No, it
this.
sounds crazier than that. It's really like it's distinct. It's one of those iPhone alerts, but it's crazy because I heard it one time at a bar, and it was one of those things where I just looked over like, oh shit, I know that sound,
Yeah,
and it just it clicks with the experience of being over there in the sense where like when that sound went down, they told us to lay down and don't get up until that sound stops.
what the fuck was it called? I'm looking at all the ringtones I have, but I also do.
Don't play this shit, motherfucker. Don't go looking for it.
Send you into a rage.
No, I just fucking
I know
literally
what you did. You kill me.
just start yoking you up.
It's like, yo, Charlie, chill.
It's that serious, bro. Happy Veterans Day,
This one?
motherfucker.
No, that's not it. Apex.
Oh, you'll find it. Though. You
Wait,
fuck around.
no, I don't want to change my fucking ringtone.
Yeah, no, it's just shit like that, man. It's crazy because veterans. Yeah, I respect what y'all did, moving out there and keeping each other safe, bro. Because they set us up, man. They set the human race up to go out there and be in territories and places where we really shouldn't
I
be.
think they took it off, dude.
No, they could have. They could have, but I mean, I wouldn't imagine they kept that shit.
Because I'm looking at the names and I'm just like, I don't think this is that. Because it was like,
Yeah, it was crazy as fuck, and it's trippy because I've used it
yeah.
before.
That's not the fucking Amber Alert sound.
No,
Okay,
no.
so I was wrong about that. Dude, if it was the fucking Amber Alert sound,
That'd be
that would
fucked up.
give every fucking.
Definitely not
That
that
would give
one.
everyone fucking PTSD. That's just awful.
Yeah,
Can I just have the old phone?
those experiences?
Thank
Those
you.
experiences out there were fucking.
Yeah, I'm the guy with that fucking old ass phone ringtone that you hear on that on those fucking when you hear that ringtone? You hear that on every single job site and it's all just like 5 old tradesmen, plumbers, electricians, they all have the same ringtone. We all look at our phones at the same time. It's so like there are millions of ringtones out there, and every fucking tradesman just does the same fucking old phone bullshit.
For a while, I think I still have it, but I haven't used it in a while because I have my phone on vibrate permanently. Something the military did to me as well.
True.
But I was using the.
That's why I can never get a hold of your ass.
No, real shit, man. The military fucked me up in that sense because I had to have my phone, like, just ready to go all the time. Like, people had to hit me up just in case or when shit went down. I had to be on my phone because if I missed some shit or if somebody had to get a hold of me or had trouble getting a hold of me, I'd hear about it.
Yeah.
And they'd make me go through hell to make sure. Yeah, to make sure that they'd give my ass a beeper if that were the case, bro. They'd be like, tape this shit to your ankle or something. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
You're a fucking doctor now.
you know, real shit. No, like you have to be where you need to be. And like when I got out the military, I told myself I was like, fuck that shit. If people need to get a hold of me and I'm trying to reach back out to them or need to talk to them, it's never gonna be that fucking important, bro.
Yeah, it's not life or death
not that
anymore.
serious.
So
No.
fucking calm down.
It can't be life or death.
Yeah.
Because I'm in the fucking real
No, you
world.
get to it when
you
you get to it, bro. I feel that.
When you're in the real world, it's like, bro, when people have problems, bro, it's not that fucking serious.
I like
Motherfuckers take shit.
I like that it's like the real world, because that shit is real world. This shit is the Matrix. We're over here chilling in the Matrix. Like, oh, fucking yeah,
What you want.
blue pilled out. Everybody's blue
Nothing
pilled
makes
out.
fucking sense, man. If it comes down to the smallest aspect, bro, it's just people can't see very small things. People can't realize we are very small, and people can't look out and realize like there's a universe, bro. So much more out there, and fucking it's expanding. Nothing. Just gotta chill the fuck out. Get the fuck off
Stupid
their
my
phones.
cat looks right now.
Yeah, he
Tongue
looks
sticking-
high as
her
shit.
tongue
I just
sticking out.
hotboxed this bitch.
Look at her
Motherfucker
dumb
looks
ass.
Asian.
Oh my god.
Yo, you good?
Oh my god. Hold on.
Barely
I'm gonna try to
open her
get
eyes.
this. I'm gonna try to get this so I can fucking just like put it on the cast. Pepper, what's your deal, man? Your tongue is just out. Now you're awake. What are you doing? Why is your tongue out? Dude, why is your tongue out like that? What's your deal, dude?
That was funny.
Snicker into the microphone.
Yeah, you did that.
I was like,
Come here.
is it? Apologize. That is crazy, though. This episode brought to you by Veterans Day. But, like, were you in, like, a squad of dudes that's just like, these are your boys?
I had guys and girls, man. It was a section of
But did you swap, like, or anything?
Radio
Or was
heads.
it, like, you guys are in it for the long haul? Like, as a fucking team, whatever, like, you guys know each other. And
all right.
you
So
are
the way
in
it
that
works, I'll tell you.
regiment
You
or
got
whatever.
section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4, whatever the fuck. It's intel, logistics.
What were you?
I was supposed to be. What the fuck was it? Section 3.
Communications,
No,
fucking-
section 3 was technically like it was like personnel organization. So if we had soldiers that were supposed to do certain requirements to get ranking or to get certifications for something, we'd send them to those certain schools, and we do those things. Like I had to go to air assault school.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to jump out of fucking helicopters.
Fuck yeah.
So for 2 weeks,
You jumped out of a helicopter, bro?
oh, dude, 50 feet, 50, almost 60 feet out of the air, I rappelled off a rope. Out of a fucking UH-60.
Fuck.
Like I was going into some shit, bro. It
Like
was
a helicopter is
crazy.
hovering, and you're like, I got a rope
I was the
right
first.
now.
I was the first
I'm
one
about to
off
slide off. Dude, fuck being the first one.
because I was the last one in. I was the last one in the helicopter, so I was the closest
you
to the
fucking
exit.
lazy bitch.
When we got up, no, dude, I was like, I'm ready to get this shit over with, bro. When we got up, they threw the rope out. They taught us how to do this shit like on fucking towers, dude. Like on fucking 60-foot towers.
Yeah.
Before we went up there.
I've
so
seen
like
the videos.
yeah, so when we jumped
I
out of
played
this
Call of
fucking
Duty Black
helicopter,
Ops.
no, when we jumped out of this helicopter, it was one of those things where like you fuck up, dude, you're hitting the ground and you're done.
Yeah.
Yo, so if you do this shit right,
Your
you
spine's
just look
gonna come out
super
your
badass.
neck.
You know what I'm saying? You do this
Like-
shit right, you look super badass, and most of these motherfuckers will go up there with gloves. You have to wear gloves. I was like, bro, if you don't
Yeah,
have
that rope's
gloves,
gonna fuck you
you're
up,
fucked.
dude.
Yeah, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
if I didn't have,
You'll make it down, but your hands will
because
be
even
smoking.
after your gloves felt hot as shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, this shit's crazy. And we did
Your
it in the
skin
middle of a
still
field.
Peel to that. I mean, shit.
Yeah, we did it in the middle of a field. It was pretty dope. I mean, it was like a group of like 100 dudes, and we did it in like 4 or 5 rotations. But when I got up, I came down. It happened so fast, man. And I was just like, that was crazy. But
That's sick, dude. That adrenaline's fucking
yeah.
going. You're just like, I'm just doing this.
that schooling was insane, man.
Well, the
That schooling was
craziest thing
insane.
today is like most people can just be like, I don't want to do this, so I'm not going to do this. No one's behind you in line going, I'm going to fucking do this.
Yeah, I have to do this too. Yeah, that's true. I feel that.
That's why I like trade work, because it's like, bro, you're the one who fits in the fucking crawl space to pull this thing to where it needs to go. La, 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 la. Like, we're relying on you to get this done, and it's only going to build more camaraderie in your crew. Like, and I'm just talking about electric work. I'm not even talking about fucking going to Afghanistan.
Yeah, no, it's the specialization of your work. I feel
But
you.
it's just the camaraderie of getting shit fucking done.
That's professionalism.
It just you take. I do take pride in my work, because
Yeah.
every guy who's ever mentored me has taken pride in his work. Even Joe, who is a fucking dickhead, and I love him, but he is an absolute. He can be such a dickhead.
Fuck
He's a
you,
great
Joe.
guy. No, he's a great fucking guy. He really
Fuck
is.
you, Joe.
He's the best fucking dad. He's honestly, most days I enjoyed working with him. When I fucked up, I fucking hated working with him, because he does not take you fucking up lightly. He expects more from you, and it's fucking. I'm like, God fucking damn it, bro. I'm literally gonna just like kill myself right now because of how disappointed. I don't know. Like, I was the only one who could actually like stay on board working for him. I think like a couple other helpers since and before have been like, fuck this guy. I'm not working for this. Shut the fuck up, Pepper.
Yeah, calm down.
But yeah, no, he's the fucking man. But
He's
also
like, he's
he
smoking
can,
again.
dude. He like, I remember but we were pulling something back out of a pipe underground one day. Shut the fuck up. I love my cats. But dude, look at the old ones looking on the table. They're like, "Will you shut the fuck up? He's doing a podcast." I have
We're
4
quiet.
cats. But
We're civilized.
But yeah, no, we're pulling a fucking thing. We're pulling cable out of so we put a sleeve in. A sleeve will have, like, in the pipe, it'll have 3 chambers to pull cable through with strings in each of them. I think we had pulled something over the sleeve or not in the sleeve, whatever. I needed to pull it back, and there was a string with it. And I pulled the cable back, and it got stuck about 3/4 of the way through because I wasn't pulling the string as well, and the string had just in the pipe. The string's the same length as the cable, but I'm pulling the cable. The string's not getting pulled, so the string is just getting bigger like a snowball into the pipe until it just won't let anything through because it gets snagged on something, and now we're fucked.
Damn.
And and I have never had like a dude I worked with be so fucking mad at me
Now you have to do 2,000 push-ups.
Bro, I was like, well, he was being just so fucking aggressive that I was like, bro, I'm going.
Is it
I'm
that
gonna go.
serious?
And
I'm fucked up.
like
sorry.
one of his best friends, who was like probably like my best friend at my old job, Clint, fucking calls me and he's just like, so how you fucking doing? Because Joe is his fucking homie. Like Joe's his best friend. Shut the fuck up, Pepper. Dude, fucking Clint calls
no
me.
meow time.
Clint calls me and he's just like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm fucking driving home. Like, fuck you." Like, I was fucking pissed off. I was so fucking
Don't fucking
mad.
call me.
Because
Ask me
that's
how
the
I'm
thing.
doing.
At my job, you can say anything to me. I'm not gonna react to it. I am on the clock. I'm not gonna fucking lose my shit on you. I'm not unless you hit me. I'm not gonna hit you. Like, I'm literally just gonna sit there and I do it with fucking customers all goddamn day. They're like, you guys didn't do this, that, and the other, and I'm like, well, I'm so sorry about that, ma'am. I could give a fuck about you, bitch. Like,
no, you got to be a certain type of piece of shit to ask somebody how they're doing.
What did
when
your
you know
husband do for a fucking living before he died and gave you all this shit that you could bitch about? Shut the fuck up, lady.
I'm upset, and you ask me how I'm doing. I'm gonna fucking slap the shit out of you.
Yeah. But no, he would just go at it. But also, he's good at his fucking job. But he expects it certain. And the thing was, we would bust ass for an hour, and then sit around for fucking half an hour, just smoking cigarettes, talking bullshit. You know, like we like a lot of the same things. We like cars. He's more of a motorcycle guy. All this shit. Like, told me stories of back in the day, fucking motorcycles on 95. Like, fuck that. But like, it was a great time. But then, like, we would go back to work, bust out so much fucking shit. We worked really well together, and got jobs done on time, like well before on time, and that's why we could chill. Like, and even the electricians would walk in and be like, "Oh, you guys are on banker's hours?" Because I'm doing data cabling.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, we can fucking chill because we
You
get
mad,
all of our
bitch?
shit done, and then we turn it in like 100 hours under fucking budget. I know if Joe's watching this, Joe's gonna be like, "Try 200, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I get shit done."
Yeah.
Fucking, we
That's
ran fiber under the cable. You know, FAU used to be an Air Force base, so there's tunnels all around under the satanic fucking spray paint and shit in there.
Catacombs.
Yeah, so you know the goth kids get in there from
Skulls
FAU,
and
but
shit in the
we
walls.
ran fiber in there. It was fucking. It's some of the coolest shit you can experience on a job where you're just like, this is fucking cool. I'm crawling around, and there is lighting and shit, and you can walk. It's like, you know, maybe 4 feet high. You can walk around under FAU's campus, Florida Atlantic University, under there. And every once in a while, there's a vent, fresh air in there, and girls saying dumb shit walking by because they're going to class. They're like, "Oh my god, Becky was such a fucking bitch!" And like you're just like, I'm like, y'all have no idea what the real world is. All right,
Yeah,
I'm under here.
I hate listening to like people's conversations because that shit just happens sometimes. People are loud. Like, I went to Cooper's Hawk a while ago, and I sat down to have dinner.
Did you go to Kimco, like Dindania? Cooper's Hawk?
No, my sister manages the one in the Galleria.
Ooh.
So when I went over there, I was just chilling by myself having dinner, and I heard these 3 like middle-aged women. They were probably like in their 50s or something, but like they all look like they went to high school together, type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And they were chilling there talking shit about guys. But they were talking about guys like they were still in fucking high school. It was the trippiest shit because they were like, "Oh, he's got a great job. He looks great.
Brandon's
he's got
such a tiny
dick." I swear to God, they were talking like that in a sense where, like, I heard when their conversation started to go to a whisper. I felt when they thought I was listening, so they kind of like chilled out because I was laughing at a lot of the shit they were saying. They were saying some funny shit, but in my mind, I kept thinking
it's a bunch of old white
it was.
women.
It was
right?
like no, it was like a couple of. It was like a couple. It was like a white woman.
It
was like a white woman, like a Asian white, like an Asian white woman that like a fucking, you know what I'm talking about,
Caucasian,
and like a more like blonde bitch or redheaded bitch. But
How
you
do
know
you
what I'm saying?
spell Caucasian when she's actually half Asian?
Yeah, pretty much. But no, it's just funny because it's perspective. In my mind, I'm just like, bro, this is what bitches back then used to think about that are aged like fucking wine to themselves.
They're gross now.
To themselves, they believe
gross
they're
now,
just
but
the
they
shit.
still, they're still. Listen, guy
It's
talk.
fucking trippy.
Guy talk has been like a known thing because like women were. Sound terrible. Women were in the kitchen and hearing the boys talk on the couch like during the game
About nothing.
Like, what do you think about that new secretary? She's got a nice ass, huh? And like this lady's fucking like peeling onions, just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, and that was the 50s, but that was probably like 2 weeks ago. But like, fucking girl talk's just as gross, dude.
Yeah.
Like when you get to know girls like close enough, that's the thing.
I could never hang around them.
Dude, no.
I couldn't.
I had so many friends who were girls because, first of all,
I could hang around one or two, but eventually, no, 2, 3, 4, no, hell no. Those girls be fucking stupid, man. When they start talking and like linking with their fucking thoughts,
that's the thing. I hung out with like the
weird.
emo and punk chicks. So like, if they weren't being like, weh, they were cool.
But see, that was the thing with me. In any circumstance that any group of white girls, black girls, any kind of Spanish bitches, if it was a majority of them in one place at one time, their conversations always went to talking about guys.
Yeah.
In a sense where it was just like joking.
It's girl talk, bro.
Right, no, but it was
what
funny because their perspectives are the funniest shit.
We pussy brag. We go, dude, y'all got laid last night. It was fucking sick.
It happens.
Fucking took a thumb and I put it, never mind. Like, shit like that.
But we don't talk about it like that in public the way we used to. Shit is way different now when it comes to
a
that.
group of 5 dudes is going to talk about getting pussy.
A
group of 5 girls is going to talk about men, their penis all separately. They're just like
their money.
Well, depending on the man, they're going to be like, I don't like this guy, and therefore they're going to just be like, small dick, something like that, fucking whatever.
Or they just mention
other
people.
Or they're going to be like, oh my God, this fucking guy, he's got a huge dick.
Yeah,
They're
not always
be
about
fucking
the dick.
Gross, dude. Like
they don't always talk about
we'd be
their
like,
dicks.
you fucking sluts.
But that was the thing.
But
to
our
me,
conversation's disgusting.
No, our conversations are disgusting. But that's the thing.
Foul,
as men, it's expected of men to be like, "Oh, y'all niggas is nasty, y'all the way y'all talk."
Yeah.
But when it's just funny to hear about women talk about guys like it's like high school. Like I said, they talk about them as if like they see a future with these guys.
Well,
but multiple. They're talking about possible futures.
That's
with
the
multiple
argument with
guys.
cheating, though.
And it's so trippy.
So guys who are like pro male cheating but not female cheating. That's the whole argument. Is guys fuck just for like the objective and they're done. And they come back.
I'll pop
they
that
still
pussy.
love you. And this is actually I think this is like some Hustler University Andrew Tate shit. I think, but that is the argument as far as those dudes go who are just like, yeah, bro, I cheat on my fucking girl. And it's just like, yeah, but the girl I cheated on her with was just an object, bro. Just trying to get my dick wet. I still love my girl, bro. I'm still loyal to my girl. But like, the argument is that when women cheat, it's an emotional thing. Guys are a physical thing. You know what I mean? Like when women cheat, it's because they see something in that guy. They see a future with that guy. Like it rarely
procreation, yeah.
Well, the attitude is, and I don't know if this is true or not. And like we don't probably have any single girl that watches this, so we're never gonna find out.
I see your face on my baby's face.
But like, the argument is that women only cheat on their man with a dude they see like an emotional bond with, not just like a physical piece of meat. Now, I've known some girls who are literally just dick hunters. Actually, this girl, I won't say her name, but her initials were DH, therefore we called her the dick hunter.
On this episode of Dick Hunters.
Yeah. On this episode of Dick Hunters, We follow DH.
We're going to
the dick
Wakanda.
hunter. No, so we lived in Jacksonville. We were at
R.I.P. Chadwick.
we were in Jacksonville in college, and DH would go downtown, dude, and she'd be people would drive with her like 6 deep, and the cat just fucking flies in.
That's how you pet a cat, right?
Come here, bitch. Come here. That's how you pet a cat. That's how you pet a cat. You go, show me your asshole.
Stank booty ass cat.
That's how they like it. They're like, I will show you my clean ass. It's gross.
I licked it 20 seconds ago.
But
look at it. She's fine.
But no, but her tongue's not out anymore. But so DH would go downtown like rolling like 6 deep. Like I never went to the club, but I would see them like loading out. I was smoking cigarettes outside the dorms all the time in college, so I would see like half of my high school went to my college in Jacksonville. Down from Fort Lauderdale, most of our senior class was fucking idiots, so we only all got into one school. The University of No Future, University of North Florida, baby. Like,
sounds about right.
Undefeated in football because we don't have a football team, and yeah, they sell those shirts. UNF.
That's what
still undefeated.
Undefeated because we don't have a
football
team.
Still undefeated. We don't have a football team.
You can never win.
And we don't have a skate park anymore.
We can never lose.
Bitches. Yeah.
Oh, they had a skate park?
Yeah, they had a skate park. It was the greatest mini ramp I've ever fucking skated.
See, that's crazy. They don't.
I
People
won
don't
a
respect
contest.
skating, bro.
I won a contest there. I won a deck, and Dan Lundy is still mad about it.
You don't have footage of that shit, man? That's
got
so
pictures.
fucked up. You don't have footage of your
plenty
fucking.
of old footage.
How the fuck you don't got it?
I don't have much college footage. It is on YouTube. It's in kids' videos that asked me if they could film me, and I would just fucking like film tricks until I got them on their camera. But I never like used YouTube like that back then. This is in like 2011.
No, true. I was just saying.
So I didn't understand like, hey, like what's your username and shit, so I can see this. Like I remember looking up UNF skate park footage or Jacksonville skate park footage because there's Monument, there's UNF skate park, there's AB Bowl, there's fucking Kona for fuck's sake. Like remember Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, the level Kona? Yeah, that's a real place. It's fucking wild. It's it's the snake run is the sickest fucking thing ever. But yeah, like there is so much footage of me on YouTube that I've never found, and it's probably 13 years old now.
That's true.
So it is buried, and I'm not tagged in it or anything. So that's the thing. When you meet up with kids at skate parks, like one of my best friends from college, Ross, he's the one who got us a clothing sponsor and fucking had us do this like Florida fucking demo tour. We went around to a bunch of concrete parks throughout the state in the Strata clothing van. Like I've got great pictures of it. I don't have any fucking video of it, but because I still had a slider phone back in that. Like it wasn't like iPhone days yet.
I remember those bitches. I had a slide phone too.
But yeah, there would be
knockoff sidekick.
Dude, there'd be like hundreds. There'd be like 100 kids all lining the skate park, and they weren't allowed into the skate park because we were putting on a fucking show at the skate park. It was like Strata Clothing is here. We're selling fucking clothes, and this is the team. Me, Ross, Nico, Stefan, Brody, fucking Max was the manager of it. He was driving. Dude, we're driving this blacked out fucking van with Strata across the side in vinyl. And like I'd never driven a van that now if you would ask me how do you turn the lights on, how do you turn the headlights on in a van, I'd be like, is it an old one? Pull the fucking lever out that says headlights. We were twisting the fuck out of it because it's a knob. We were like, he's like, how do the headlights don't work? Finally figured out you pull the fucking thing. It sticks out like 4 inches and the headlights come on. And we didn't fucking know that. But yeah, just imagine a bunch of fucking like high kids on a skate team. Fucking, there's 5 dudes in the back of a van. There's a dude driving and the merch manager Pedro. I'm still friends with him on Facebook. Fucking like, dude, it was being like feeling like you're like, oh my god, I'm a sponsored skateboarder, and like we're putting on demos to sell merch. Like the skate parks are like, oh yeah, no, that a team's coming here and we can hype that up and shit. Well, they better be good. Oh fuck. Okay, so you put on a fucking show. You pull out your best fucking shit, and if you're trying something wild, the kids don't care how many tries you take. The closer and closer you get, they're gonna be so fucking excited, bro. They're gonna want to buy all the stickers. They're gonna want to buy all the shirts. Nobody bought any of the jeans. I got so many free pairs of jeans. They're like $60, like at a merch like table.
That's funny.
Like there's no fucking
That's
way.
too much,
Like a couple, like some dads would buy them. They'd be like, I like these. It's like, yeah,
that's
they
serious.
got nylon. Or what was it? They got nylon or latex or something in them, so that
Yeah, it's silk jeans.
so they stretch.
You're selling silk jeans.
Yeah, well, dude, when they would give me pairs of these pants, I would be like,
Yo.
these are the shit. They stretch, like, cause I'm white, I can get away with tighter jeans.
All I know is I can't.
Wait, no, you
skateboard
guys are
with
like
this
on
shit.
that now. Rappers are like on that shit with the tight jeans.
I can't do that shit.
R.I.P.
I got Puerto Rican thighs, nigga. I can't do.
You
that
do have
shit.
Puerto Rican thighs, yeah.
It's
You look like a
serious.
catcher. Not in a gay way. I mean like a baseball fucking player.
It's
You got
bad
the
that,
thighs for it, bro.
Nah.
That was your first thought? You fucking
no.
gaybo.
Nah, dog.
Listen, I gotta
That's
piss like
bad.
a motherfucker. Can we pause?
That's bad. Pause. I gotta roll another blunt, anyways.
Let's go and make the greatest war movie ever!
Yeah.
Yeah! Yeah!
You know those like ads on porn sites where they're like, "You won't last 5 minutes playing this game." I'm sure she's
You're
in
so
one of
fucking
those
stupid.
ads, bro.
You're so stupid.
I'm sure she's in one of those ads. Every once in a while, they fuck those up where it's just
You're
like
so
it's like
stupid,
Chris
bro.
Griffin fucking Lois, and it's just like, oh god, gross, dude. What the fuck? It's like, no, I think I won't click on this. I'm gonna
No,
last all day.
can't do it. I
You just
can't do
ruined
it.
my appetite.
Last
I'm not
all
even
day.
gonna jack off anymore. That's fucking gross.
I don't even want to anymore. I don't want to anymore.
I know the dynamic of that family. I watched the show. Gross.
Nah, but we was finna talk about Zac Efron though, because that shit was crazy.
Yeah,
Zac
we were gonna
Efron
talk
is-
about Zac Efron.
Zac is just—he doesn't look the same.
Oh my
anymore.
God, Zac has changed
He-
so
he-
much.
He does not look like he could pull any bitch on the planet
Yeah,
anymore.
he doesn't look like he could be in a musical whatsoever.
He's I was saying now he looks like the Crimson Chin. It's kind of fucked up, but yeah,
he looks legit. Like if you look up Lou Ferrigno in like the 90s or 80s, whatever, I don't know, is he still alive? The original Hulk. He was fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger before Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he was disgusting later. But he was just an old bodybuilder.
I think he died.
And now Zac Efron, he looks fucking insane. He's fucking massive.
It's crazy, dude.
He is
fucked
massive,
up his face.
dude. Like, and yeah, I don't think his little fucking childish bitch face is gonna ever be the same again.
No, he fucked up his face, and the crazy shit is I feel like that was like karma's way of just being like, nah, son.
No, bro,
You ain't gonna live like that the
I
rest
think
of
he
your life.
might be the man. Like, I think if you hung out with him, you'd be like, oh, bro,
Oh, no, I'm
I
pretty
understand
sure
you
he's funny.
look. I understand you look this fucking like you look ridiculous with how good looking you are, and it's infuriating. But also, he's probably a chill dude. Probably
no,
out of
but
touch.
You ever hear "Don't meet your heroes"? I'm not saying he's a hero of mine. I'm saying,
Yeah, listen. I wouldn't be disappointed if he was an asshole.
I wouldn't expect anything.
I'd be like,
less.
oh yeah, I mean, he looks like an asshole.
rich white Hollywood dudes. I wouldn't.
Well,
Dude,
I mean,
they
a
all
rich white,
hate poor
good-looking
people.
Hollywood dude. Like if John Stamos was like, "Fuck off," when I said hi to him, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, you are like really good-looking." Yeah, that checks out. If you grew up kind of just like no self-esteem and ugly, and then you become beautiful, you're probably a great person. Like Lord. Have you watched the Hot
You're
Ones?
stupid as fuck.
You know.
I know what you're talking about. That's
Yeah.
funny.
You
That's
watch the
funny as
Hot
shit.
Ones? You know that show with the fucking chicken wings and
Of
shit?
course.
So
I wanna be
Lord
on that
was
show
on
one
there.
day.
Yeah, that'd be dope. No fucking way, unless you fucking.
Fuck Kim
Actually, yeah, no,
Kardashian.
you're a rapper. You could absolutely fucking do that.
Possibly, yeah, one day. Yeah. Eat chicken wings with that crack.
Blow up. Sean Evans is the man. He is
No,
the
he's
man.
funny
He's a
as
great
fuck.
interviewer.
Yeah,
But
no.
also, Lord was on that shit, and I was just like, oh, like, you were like a fucking dork. Like, definitely back in the day. And now, like, it's like, oh, she's actually fucking talented as shit, and, like, you know, not being talented instead of being a slut is, like, cool now.
Yeah.
Like, in, like, in the entire, like, 2000 to 2010, if you watched anything on MTV, it was like the sluts are cool. Or what was that show with like Paris Hilton and the fucking other dumbass bitch? It was like, yeah, we're farmers now and we're dumb.
White chicks.
It was something like that. Well, I mean, basically, yes, white chicks. Sorry, they're new. Hey, that dude just stole my purse.
I think Marlon Wayans is still really trying to push to do a part 2.
They should. Marlon Wayans is one of the funniest motherfuckers.
I think it's about
ever,
time.
dude.
Yeah, he's still running it, bro. I'm
still
I'm
good.
happy that out of the whole family, he's got like the best thing going for him right now. Like he's still rocking out entertainment.
House Party was them, right?
No, that's Kid and Play.
What the fuck is that?
House Party? You talking about the movie?
That movies. There was like 4 of them.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
they
that was
didn't
one
do
of the
any of
Wayans.
those. Nah, they didn't. That was a
Oh
Kid
well,
and Play.
never mind. Now I feel like a fucking dickhead.
That's funny. I never really watched those, even though like they were kind of like popping.
They're
back in
dumb
the
as
day.
hell, but they are funny.
But they're better movies for like the 80s and like the 90s.
Yeah.
I love movies from that era because they have very
Comedies in that era.
specific plots, and it's just like you don't have to fucking think hard to understand what the fuck's going on. It's the punchlines and the jokes were just so fresh.
Blazing Saddles
You know
is
what I'm
one of the funniest movies to this day.
Yeah. Seeing all
And
those fucking movies
it's
back in the
honestly
day.
watching Blazing Saddles or telling someone to watch Blazing Saddles is like a test of like, are we gonna be friends or not? Like, if you think this movie is terrible and absolutely just, oh my god, this is abhorrent with just terrible things. It's racist and then you don't get it.
Like what's the other one? Robin Hood Men in Short.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah, that shit's fucking gold, bro.
A black
And a
sheriff.
lot of people can't fucking
Stronger
get
than
it.
that. It worked in Blazing Saddles.
One of my favorite scenes is where like it's like panning out from like people walking and like flags and shit, and you just see one of the flags hit the camera, and they kept that shit in the movie.
yeah.
It's just so fucking.
That's one of the
Bro,
best things. The
dude.
Wayans did the Wayans do the scary movie? I thought they did
Scary
because
movies are
when they did the Scream thing with God, jeez, Ryan Reynolds who broke up with her, the dumb bitch in all the scary movies. She's the best. Fuck,
I
man.
forgot her name, but yeah,
She's the fucking.
she's not popping no more. I wonder what she looks like. That's funny.
She's probably still fucking just gorgeous. What the fuck is her fucking name?
Her name was Cindy.
Her name is Cindy in the movie, yeah.
Cindy.
But so in the first scene when they're doing the Scream thing, and she's like, "Oh my god!" The camera like is zooming in, and it just runs into her
It's her
forehead. Like
She's like,
I mean,
ow.
it's just done so fucking. She was so fucking funny. What the fuck is her goddamn name? And she was in that movie where she's like the Marilyn Monroe, like trying to.
Yeah, but I didn't see that one.
What the
I
fuck?
don't-
I
I don't
didn't,
think I've
watch
seen
it
any-
either, but I was like,
I don't think I've seen her outside of Scary Movie.
Scary Movie. She. I will only know her from Scary Movie.
I'm mad they kept
Hold on,
going
I'm
with
gonna.
it and they
I'm
fucked it
gonna.
up.
I'm gonna find this.
It's so simple. Just type in
I'm gonna.
Scary Movie
I'm
cast.
gonna fucking think of it before I fucking get to this. God damn it.
But yeah, man. I don't know if you saw that movie Gold with Zac Efron.
Gold?
Yeah.
No.
That shit was trippy.
I haven't
He got-
seen anything
he
with
got-
Zac Efron since Neighbors or before that.
No, it was a
Anna
good one.
Faris.
It was a good one. It was like one of those Western movies where like he was trying to, he was like a pioneer back in the day, and motherfuckers
Oh, it
were
was like
going out
it
in
was
the
like a
desert.
try on like can he fucking actually act or is he?
Oh
just
no, it
like
was a dope
singing
movie,
pussy?
bro. No, it was a dope ass
Yeah.
movie because like
I'll watch it.
It
What
was
is
one
it
of the-
called?
it's called Gold.
Gold?
He literally finds a gold nugget in the desert that's probably like fucking 800 pounds, like a fat ass rock, and him and this other dude who he just met are like trying to get it, and he's like, all right, I gotta drive to this town to get a truck
Is it
to
like
be
the
able to pull it
tension
out.
between the two of them?
And it's the sketchiness of him being like, all right, one of us gotta
We're
stay.
the only ones who know about this.
Yeah, so you
Can
stay
I fucking
here.
trust you?
You stay here. It's gonna be like a 2-day drive, and he's in the middle of the desert. He's like, I only got this much
Does
fucking
he come back
water.
with 5 guys and whoop his ass?
No, it's just one of those things where like as he's coming back, he has trouble getting there, so it takes longer. And
Is he a
deals with-
trustworthy guy though?
I mean, regardless, it's the dude he's waiting out the guy dying so that he can be there, and by the time he gets there, he just takes the gold for himself.
Zac Efron does?
Yeah, he gets eaten alive by fucking coyotes, bro. He was so tired and weak that by the time they started attacking him, they ate him alive.
So he made a valiant effort to get there on time, but he couldn't.
He made it seem as though he tried to get there on time. You see, so he's like telling him through a radio that he had. He left him a radio.
I got another
was
flat
trippy as
tire as the
fuck.
back left this time.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's the kind of shit it was like. He's like, yo, my fucking truck is not kicking it the way it should.
I met a woman.
And by the time I get there, dude, I'm telling you, you'll be straight. They'll just rock out. He's dehydrated and shit. He's drinking the last of his water. He's fucking shitting on himself.
Fuck.
It's bad. It was one of those movies. I'm telling you, he was like literally dehydrated to the point where his skin was burning off.
So Zac Efron's the guy who's supposed to be coming back, or Zac Efron's the guy who's stuck at the gold?
He's stuck waiting for the dude to get the truck to bring it to the gold. So
Okay,
he
so
they
Zac
can leave with
Efron's
it.
the protagonist, but he ends up fucked
It
in the
was,
end, or what?
yeah, pretty much gets eaten alive by coyotes, dog. It was one of the craziest scenes. You see him laying there on his
I wanna
side,
watch
looking
Zac
at the
Efron get
camera.
eaten alive
It was
by
trippy,
coyotes.
dude. I'd
Is
never
he still
seen it.
like cute when he gets eaten by a coyote?
It was
Like
kind- it was-
he's still. Well, I mean, in that phase, like
It
he
felt
doesn't look
romantic.
Like, he doesn't look like a fucking.
He was
pro wrestler
staring
right
into
now.
the camera. Just imagine him on his side staring into the
Yeah.
camera, and it's no emotion. He was literally in like so numb to
You
it
get
by now
lost in his
that
eyes
he's
and
just
shit.
he's just literally just. It almost looked like he was already dead, but he was still alive, and they were just. You see like his torso and up to his head, and there's 3 coyotes. One at his like shoulder, ripping his shoulder off. One at his ankle, and like the other one, you can just see them like pulling on his body in different ways to the point where he's just shaking there with no emotion. Dog.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I
I was
feel
like,
like,
damn,
at
dog.
that point, even at the last fucking brink of like, I know I'm going to die, and these coyotes know I'm going to die, and they're just gonna, get it before it's fucking bad.
It's slow too.
But like, if you can, you can feel that, and the last thing your body's gonna do, like, fucking crank it up for a second. It'll be like, it might be 4 seconds that you're like, fuck off. And then you fucking die
Stop.
because like
Yep.
that was the last thing your body had to give. That might be the best like way to handle that situation. Like, because like you don't want to just lay there and be like, ow. Like you want you want to put the last effort into it to where your heart's just like, I can't, fuck off, and just dies. Like,
it's crazy because they don't even go for the neck, bro. It's like you would imagine these things would go for the kill. No, they don't.
oh
give a
no,
fuck. If you're alive, it's just you're wounded
it's
enough
like
to
these
not fight back,
motherfuckers,
bro.
dude.
Fucking
These
insane.
motherfuckers just maim shit. Anything that comes into my house, they just maim shit and play with it.
That's
They
fucked up.
they basically make it so it can't run very well, and so it's easy to keep up with, and they just keep playing with it and keep fucking with it, putting it in their mouth, biting it, and then putting it down and being like, "Can you still run, bitch?" Like, cats are fucking horrible people. Cats are awful human beings.
They're terrible people.
They're awful people. They kill for fun. That's like their whole fucking thing. They're the only thing on
kill for
earth
fun.
that's like, that was fun. Here's a bird.
I can't imagine.
Cats
that
are
shit.
dickheads.
No, it's just the concept of like doing harm to, because like that's a big thing. That's a popping thing right now. The concept of like serial killers, and it's specifically like white male serial killers.
Listen,
Like that's a big fucking, because white people will kill for any fucking reason.
well, girls in the last like 5 years have gotten so into like serial killers and like it. Honestly, the channels that I watch, like that chapter on YouTube. If you like murder cases and you want someone to explain it very well and like not a wildly funny or like,
Depressing.
it's
Super
It's
depressing.
depressing, but he's an Irish guy named Mike, and he explains it in such a way that like you really enjoy listening to it, but he's giving you all of the facts at all the times, and every once in a while I'll throw an insult at the fucking guy who's gonna be guilty. And it's funny, but like Yeah, no, girls have been into that shit for a while now. Like A&E had the first 48, all this shit. Like, dude, I've been into that since I was little, man. Watching Forensic Files.
Yeah,
And shit
I
like
just think
that.
it's insane when serial killers become celebrities in a sense
Yeah.
because
Ted Bundy
they
did it a few
yeah
years ago
yeah
with Zac Efron, I thought.
yeah.
And then fucking this
Oh yeah, he
Dahmer
definitely did
thing.
that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this Dahmer thing is popping off. They're gonna make another one on probably like John Wayne Gacy or honestly they
I think they
should.
did already. They did
Well,
already,
no,
but
the documentaries are
no,
on
they've done like a
but
live action like little fucking thing with somebody that
John Wayne
played
Gacy,
him.
the clown guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's popping right now in the sense where like the media is trying to create stories, even if it's not true. They're creating stories just to make it seem like, all right, this is what people are into. You know what I'm saying? Like they like
Yeah.
seeing motherfuckers go
How
crazy
long
for
until
some
they
reason.
remake Zodiac? Wasn't like Jake
See, that's a
Gyllenhaal in that
crazy
shit?
one.
Or
No,
Mark Ruffalo was in that shit.
no, what was it? Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, I
Oh
love
my
that movie.
god!
Yeah.
And I never really got into that shit until I was like
Hello,
in
Clarice.
my 20s, bro. I was like, dude, that movie was probably really trippy or scary. In my mind, I was like, it was way more psychological than
Exactly.
anything.
It's
And
not a jump scare. It's not, it's just like holy
dude,
shit, what
it's
a fucking
intense.
weirdo.
And it made me love the idea of Hannibal Lecter. Like, and that's what's trippy is like that's the whole thing of the fan base of people loving serial killers.
He's
Or
so
or
smart, but he's
it's
also he's so smart because he has no lines. You know what I mean? Like
and
he's
it's
got
just
no
crazy,
rules of
dude.
like morality.
It's
It's
crazy.
wild. That's why I find World War II and, in all honesty, the fucking Holocaust so interesting because it's like, how do people mentally come to that conclusion and be capable of something like that? That's why I like the study of serial killers and like shit like that, just the psychology of it. Because, like, how does someone become so capable of just regarding human life when, like, I don't know, man. Like, out to get pushed onto train tracks in front of a train or something, you'd probably fucking try to intervene.
Some people, yeah.
Like some people are fucking pussies. But
Yeah.
it's listen as
A lot of people. Are
as and if you know what I'm talking about, please don't say that. But as
pussies.
as the lawyer from Stoneman, what was it? The Parkland shooting. As the lawyer from the Parkland shooting security guard, you know the security guard that didn't run in.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
As the lawyer for that guy said, it's not against the law to be a coward. So yeah, while you won't, you're gonna feel bad about it though if you're a fucking decent human being. Like, in human life is to be valued, and like, holy shit, how did the Holocaust happen? How do serial killers happen?
Listen,
It's because of like growing up. It's fucking wild.
the
It's
fact,
fucking wild. This
the
got really dark really
yeah, it
fast.
did. I was gonna say, dude, because like honestly, I've been inside a gas chamber. I know what that shit's like, dude. To like not be able to breathe in a matter of seconds, and then literally choking on your own fucking
Yeah,
like.
that's like
You
a
know what I'm saying?
training exercise, right?
Yeah, no, we definitely had to do that like 2-3 times.
Like, get
and
your mask on as fast as you fucking can, get all
no,
your shit
no,
on.
it's like take your mask off and recite the soldier's creed. And within like the first phrase, you start choking on your words,
Fuck.
and then everybody's just screaming and trying to speak, and they're yelling at you with their masks on, saying, "Yeah, keep going," and you're dying for at least a minute, bro, at least a minute. And I was like, "Holy shit!" I got out of there, and I thought to myself, like, this is probably the worst thing I could ever imagine happening to a human being
It's fucking
in
terrifying.
a matter of seconds.
That's terrifying, dude.
It's so suffering, and then you can't even process.
Was there a
thoughts.
warning? Was there like a like where it was anybody like, this is gonna really fucking suck? By the way.
Oh no, they
Like-
they don't really talk about it like that. They almost hype you up to be like, nah, y'all gonna get through this shit. Y'all good. It's not that serious. And then when you get in there, it's just like, no, it's serious, bro. You can die.
Dude, I feel like the best fucking advice for that, because of it, like if it's on a time limit, you go, listen, it's a minute of your life.
It felt like
a minute
forever,
of your life,
dude.
you can fucking do it. It's gonna feel like longer, but you can do it.
It felt like
And
forever.
I feel like if you have that in your head, I feel like that's why they don't tell that to you. They want that minute to feel like 8.
No, it comes to a realization that at one point when you're trying to like focus on what they're telling you to do, and you're just like, fuck that, and then you look towards the exit and it's locked, it's blocked off. That's not what's the shit.
That's
like,
fucking terrifying.
That's not what tripped me out, though. What tripped me out is when people started folding on top of each other trying to get out and they couldn't.
That's when people start to panic.
Because then you see it in your head. It's like,
okay,
damn,
so
bro.
you and Michael like diving and shit. And you want to like, y'all were talking about cave diving and shit. And I watch fucking cave divers on YouTube all the time, and they fucking talk about what happened to certain shit. They know Ed, I don't fucking know Ed Sorensen and all that shit, but like, that shit is terrifying.
I wouldn't do it.
Well, like, I mean, like, if you were to go to Jenny Springs with Michael and go down to the caves and like something happens, don't you think you would panic under there?
No fucking.
Because you're stuck in a cave, dude.
I mean, I'm claustrophobic in a sense where it's like, I can't imagine being in a box. I can't imagine.
I'm not a
stuck.
fish, dude.
You know, I can't imagine being stuck or having to crawl through a tight space. Like, I'm not with that shit. People that do spelunking, fuck all y'all. Y'all can suck a dick.
I'd much rather do the shit if
what
it's
talking about.
Air isn't the problem in that. I could do that shit.
Nah, I give a fuck that it's the psychological. I'm stuck in any way, bro. Like, I can't squeeze through this shit and I can't go back. There's no way I'm going back. And it's like, nobody can save you from that.
You can't breathe in that environment, and you've got something on your back that you're gonna. If you have a rebreather, you're gonna overload, or if you have open circuit, you're gonna fucking run out.
I mean, worst case scenario, you just fuck up and you just choke out down there. But like, it's just
drowning is the last way I want to die. I'd rather get shot in the face.
I wouldn't mind drowning. I mean, it's very suffering, but honestly, there's something peaceful about dying at sea. Like, I know it's been said a bunch of times,
yeah,
but like,
I'm sure it is.
But like, if that happened to you,
yeah, but you've also thought you were gonna die probably a bunch of times.
Honestly, no. I've always thought to myself, like, damn, if something happened to me, like, it wouldn't be my fault. If you get what I'm saying, like, it wouldn't be necessarily because I fucked up and did something I wasn't supposed to do.
Well,
you know
either that or it was just a fucking sneaky bullshit.
So circumstantially, wrong place, wrong time. I mean, that's a
that
fucking
was Afghanistan.
Final Destination
sneaky
fear,
bullshit.
Yeah. But no, that's
oh my god, could you imagine Final Destination 6? It's just in Iraq and it's just IEDs every time.
Oh my god, it's just straight up worst case scenarios in every place you go.
Ambushes and IEDs. It's the final
destination.
And there's a guy in a Humvee like, there's going to be an ambush.
Seriously, guys.
And only one Humvee lives, and then it turns into fury.
Oh, my God. You guys,
but each of them keep getting killed.
You guys
oh, my God, we've got a movie. Come on
you
now.
You guys swerved death in Afghanistan. It's too late. It's too late. Y'all not getting home.
They left. They left in a hurry.
As the last guy, he's on the plane going home thinking he made it, and that fucking plane is back to the original movie where it just doesn't make it home, bro.
Have you, not to get like serious to end this, but like, have you seen like, so did you deal with translators ever?
Yeah.
So like, they're
I worked with a lot
they're
of Haji
from there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like the guys from Afghanistan who are translating. Dude, I've watched like multiple things on like how those dudes are literally, the Taliban wants them executed. They know them by name. They know where they live. They fucking, kill their brothers and, take their fucking kids and shit. And they cannot get anything from the U.S. government. Like, it's a nightmare to get a visa, all this shit. Like, they cannot fucking get out of there. And, like, I feel like translators are worth a lot. Like, when you have, like, any decent civilian being like, hey, by the way, they're over there. Like,
I mean, no, you'd imagine that's what it's like, but it's even worse. It's like the lowest class citizens of like people out there. They're just well known, and they know everything.
Yeah.
So the reason why they want their kids and brothers and other family dead is because they're pretty much like coexisting with the U.S. government's military.
Oh no, you're helping the enemy. Is what they see it as.
All they keep talking about, and it's the funniest shit, is like all they give a fuck about is turning Afghanistan into America. They want, like, the people that actually fuck with the military in Afghanistan. It's crazy as
like
hell to
want
think
a
about
democracy.
that want to be
Like-
they fuck with, like, I'm telling you, they don't all
They
sit
want to
there
be
and, like,
Puerto
wanna-
Rico is what they want.
It's weird to say, but like it's that sense. It's like they want to be a part of
I think
what
that'd
we're
be
doing.
dope as hell.
And they
We'd
see
be like,
us,
"What's up, England?
and
We
they
got
don't-
one. Look, we got one over there, dude."
But no, all they want are McDonald's. They just want to build McDonald's.
Oh, they
in
want Big
Afghanistan.
Macs, bro.
Yeah.
They want that Big Mac sauce.
That's all they talk about. They just
They want that Big
they
Mac
want-
sauce, and
they
they want a
want
fucking Starbucks.
they
I
want
saw
America.
Black Panther. They went.
They want America.
Maybe a Starbucks.
Straight up. Disneyland and Starbucks. They would go fucking nuts.
Oh shit!
They
Build
would
a
go fucking
fucking
nuts.
just full Disneyland Aladdin.
In Afghanistan, it would be fucking insane.
That'd be perfect.
They'd have
Is
a
that
fucking,
racist? I
They'd
don't
have a Tatooine. Oh, come on.
Oh
They'd have a
shit!
Tatooine set up straight
Oh
up.
man, they'd have a
Oh,
book of Boba Fett.
dude.
La, da, da,
Sarlacc
fucking-
pit and everything.
Oh shit! Kids, come on down the Sarlacc pit because you know the
understand.
safety laws are not great there. They could just have a net below and you just jump into
Got
the
camel
Sarlacc pit.
spiders everywhere.
I'd jump in the Sarlacc pit. Fuck yeah.
Dude, not if there were camel spiders in there. And that's the craziest shit. People have this misconception of camel spiders because they're fucking hideous. But like,
There's
They-
probably a Sarlacc
they-
pit in Iraq somewhere.
yeah, with a big ass
Big
camel spider
mouth
in
and
it.
shit. Be like,
But I've stepped on one of those things, and it was just the craziest thing. Everybody was freaking out, and it was running around. I was like, "What the fuck?" I stepped on it. As soon as I lifted my foot, it was just black, like blacker than your shirt. Like I was like blood. I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" Like I immediately like gagged because I was like, "Yo, that was the grossest shit I've ever seen." And I was like, "Bro, those things are nasty, man. They move fast too."
spiders are
Fucking
disgusting. You want to know the worst fucking thing? The worst spider incident I've ever had. So in Jacksonville, they have big fuck off gray spiders. I don't know what the fuck they are. They're like this goddamn big. And I saw one, and I was like, we need to fucking kill that thing. And so my plan was I had my buddy Chris at my house, and he had a can of Axe body spray and a lighter, and I had a fucking like Converse sneaker.
Pyromaniacs.
Like I like my
love it.
girlfriend's like little fucking Converse shoe, and I fucking slam on the spider. The spider falls like a fucking million tiny little fucking things fly off of it. I was wondering. I was like, I've never seen one with a black ass. And
Black ass spider.
its ass wasn't black. Its ass was gray. There were like all of the babies were on its ass, and I fucking stomped that thing out, and it landed on the floor. Fucking, it looked like World War Z shit. Like what was that Brad Pitt zombie movie? Whatever that was.
Yeah,
It
World
looked
War Z.
like that. It was fucking terrifying. I screamed like a bitch. I was like, ah! I screamed like a bitch. Chris fucking hits the lighter and just fucking full on. Like,
You torch that
know.
motherfucker.
you ever seen when in Saving Private Ryan that beginning scene when they get to the fucking it's, yeah.
Straight flamethrower.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
I
But
wouldn't
yeah, there was
do-
a genocide of spiders on my porch that night.
You have to.
And
burn
I'm
them
proud, all right?
all. You have
We
to
fought
burn them
hard.
all. No, I mean certain spiders.
I
bro,
brought
like,
all two of us home.
they creep me the fuck out in a sense, where it's like
Fuck
some
those
of
things.
them are beautiful,
Especially
some
when
of them
they're-
are trippy, but like when
Banana
they have,
spiders?
when they have a brood of eggs in the fucking corner of the room, and it's just like, what the fuck is going
I thought
on?
you were looking at
No,
shit.
because I'm just
I was like,
imagining,
bro,
dude.
I gotta
just
sleep
imagine.
here.
I'm just like, I look in a corner and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that? You just see like a little circle sack,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh hell no,
No,
They
bro, I
trying to start
killed.
a
I killed.
fucking
So
army.
if you look above the fridge, above my lunchbox, in the corner where the cabinet is,
What
you
the
can
fuck
see
is
that.
that?
Little,
No,
you can
just
see that
kidding.
little nest. You
Yeah.
see that little like spider web shit.
yo.
2 gigantic brown spiders were sitting there when I got home from work today, and they were just chilling. Like
Today?
it looked like they were playing with their fucking web. Like they were just jacking it. I took a paper towel.
You saw
and
spiders
fucking
jacking off?
absolutely destroyed 2 lives.
Yeah, no, that's how you do it.
And I'm
You
sure
don't
they're
play.
catching fucking fruit flies in my house because there's fucking. It's like a bar in here for some fucking reason. I know the reason, but I get fruit flies
There's
every
a
once in a
bar.
while, and I feel like the spiders would help with it, but also you presented yourself so much that I am not comfortable with you being in the same house because of the rumor that I'm probably going to swallow you at some point during the year. How many spiders are you supposed to
I never
swallow
believe in
here?
that. I just can't believe. No, I'm surprised my whole life I haven't gotten bit or stung by a bee or anything like that. Or
Oh,
like,
for real?
Or like bit by a spider.
Got
And I'm
fucked up
knock
by a
on
wasp
fucking
one time.
wood. I'm not trying to, but like that motherfucker that be doing that pain shit that's on YouTube. That motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? That he'll just go around and get like the craziest animals. That have
Oh,
poison
that
and
guy.
shit.
Yeah.
He's fucking.
That guy's a
nuts.
fucking idiot.
He's fucking nuts.
I mean, at
He's
some
no Steve
point,
Irwin,
he's going to
but
be like,
goddamn,
I think
dog.
I'm going to die from this. And he's going to be like, well, he was right. All right. Like and subscribe.
Last episode
This is
ever.
the last episode.
He died from an electric eel, like some crazy shit, dude.
Like, yeah, that's a horrible fuck off idea. Why the fuck are you doing this? I mean, unless you don't go so extreme to where I think it's the same guy who's like, this is the most painful bite.
Oh yeah,
To where it's
bites.
like, this is gonna be this is gonna hurt really fucking bad, but it's not gonna kill me, and it's gonna, how the fuck do advertisers would not be okay with this fucking podcast, but. You're gonna just watch a guy deliberately
Harm
get stung
himself.
by a fucking scorpion that sends fire through your veins like it's the goddamn.
You wouldn't consider that suicidal attempts?
I mean, at some point, yeah.
I mean, if you want to really impress me and you want the most painful bites, step that shit up. Like take it to like mountain lions and like bears and
Yeah.
shit. Like figure out who's got the
Lions,
strongest bite,
tigers, bears, in that
man.
order.
Yeah. Check it out.
Oh my!
Come back to me with that fucking video. Fucking barracudas and shit.
Ooh, barracuda.
Fuck off.
All right, let's get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here. That was great.